Now that you know how to choose your influencers, you might be wondering how you can start these relationships. You have to communicate 3 things to start: what you're looking for, what you're offering, and what they can get from this collaboration. First things first, don't underestimate the value of your brand to influencers. Oftentimes, brand won't reach out to certain influencers because they think that influencers have a large following and won't respond back. Change this way of thinking and remember that influencer marketing is a beneficial partnership for both the brand and influencer as long as you can communicate the values clearly. For one, influencers love getting free products, but for this to work, you need to find relevant influencers. For example, sending a fitness influencer skincare products won't be as effective as sending the same product to a skincare obsessed influencer. This is because the skincare obsessed influencer has a better understanding of your brand and can better vouch for your product. If they see value in your product, they're more receptive to receiving gifted product in exchange for a post. Second, influencers want to build their brand portfolio. This would apply more so to nano and micro influencers since they don't have much experience of communicating with brands. They tend to appreciate any opportunity to work with a brand. These micro influencers give you exposure and they're able to add you to their brand portfolio. This makes them more trustworthy influencers for larger brands. Everyone walks away with something that they're happy about. So, how do you communicate with influencers? It's simple. Treat them like any other person that you would talk to. Influencers like conversation with a personal touch, so look through their account and pick out any personal detail you can connect them with. This can be a city that they posted about or a type of music they like. Make sure if you're reaching out with a brand account, introduce yourself as the point of contact to make the conversation more personal. I always like to start the first sentence in a giving manner, like, "Hey, we prepared something for you." Gets a lot more open feedback than a generic, "Hi, this is Jason from X brand." While you look for something to connect on, also be straightforward about why you're reaching out. Influencers get hundreds of messages every single day and you'll get ignored if you keep beating around the bush. Like how you need a hook to write an essay. You need a hook to keep an influencer interested enough to keep reading your message. This doesn't mean to try to strike a deal immediately. The goal is to introduce yourself and the brand and explain why you think it's a great opportunity to work together. Your next message will depend on your goals, whether it is a gifted campaign or a paid campaign. If it's a gifted campaign, gifting should be unconditional. Don't demand a post or set any expectations. How they decide if they will post depends on several factors: your relationship with the influencer, your product packaging, and whether your product matches their content. If it's a paid campaign, it's a whole different set of rules. Since it's transactional exchanging involving money, you should know exactly what you're giving and exactly what you're getting back. Start the message with the same tone of introducing yourself and your brand to explain the opportunity. Then ask how much they charge for content creation for brands. If that price is beyond your budget, just be transparent that your budget is below their rate. From my experience, more often than not, influencers are willing to negotiate on either the deliverable or the price. The goal of the negotiation is not to have a winner and loser, but to have everyone leave with a deal that they're happy with. Once the rate and deliverables are set, create the campaign brief to the influencers with clear expectations on what content you want from them. A good brief will outline the campaign overview, list of deliverables, timeline, examples, as well as a creative guideline. Wrap it all up by getting their address to ship the product and a contract to sign and formalize the agreement. As long as you're transparent, consistent, and respect your relationship with the influencer, influencer marketing can be a long-term marketing effort with results that compound over time.